How long did you date the defendant?
3 years, off and on.
Was he ever violent to you?
A few times, yes.
The night Max Gossard died, what did the defendant hear you and the deceased talking about?
I was involved in illegal drugs, and he wanted me to stop.
And you refused?
Yes, I told him to stay out of it.
Did he?
He said he would go to the cops, but he never got the chance.
When did you find out that Mr. Lawrence overheard you?
In March. He threatened me and told me that he would go to the cops if I didn't stay with him.
So you stayed with him?
For another month, and then I broke up with him again.
Could you please describe the events leading up to Mr. Lawrence's arrest?
Willy got everybody together for an end-of-the-year party. Throughout the night, everybody kind of dispersed around the house, but Willy and Vanessa were in the kitchen, and I was in the living room. That's when I got the call from the police department saying that Sarah Thompson was dead.
And what happened next?
Chris and Blake came downstairs and said that Willy had killed Max. Blake had just seen the diary video, and Chris had just remembered it. So we all went into the kitchen and found out that Willy had taken Vanessa into his room. The door was locked, and we asked for him to come out, and finally he did.
And what did he say to you?
I told him that I knew he had killed Max, and he said he did it to save me, to save our relationship.
And he didn't try to deny it in any way?
No.
On the night of February 14th, when was the last you saw the defendant?
Around 1. We had just finished our long discussion, and I had ended our relationship.
How would you describe his demeanor?
He was upset at first. He wouldn't let me leave. But then he eventually accepted it, and I left.
Can you account for his whereabouts at 2:52 a.m.?
I have no idea where he was.
Thank you, Miss Cleary. Your witness.
You said the defendant was violent towards you on occasion.
Yes.
Yet you stayed with him for 3 years. Weren't you afraid of him?
I guess not.
The night of February 14th, where were you around 2:52 a.m.?
Excuse me?
Objection!
She said she couldn't account for the whereabouts of my client. I'm simply asking where she was.
I'll allow it.
I needed to walk. I needed to clear my head.
For how long?
I don't know, until 4?
And when you got home, did you see Sarah Thompson?
No, I assumed she was still out. The next morning, I found a note saying that she was on her way to Houston.
So for all you know, she could have been halfway to Texas by the time of her death. Nowhere near my client.
I guess that's possible.
The night my client got arrested, you were about to start serving time yourself, correct?
I pled guilty for drug charges for 3 months in rehab.
So you had been doing drugs.
I stopped.
So you were not under the influence of any illegal substances when my client supposedly confessed?
No, I wasn't. He told me he did it to save me.
Did what?
I killed Max.
Did he ever say that he killed him?
No, but...
In fact, hasn't he since told you he didn't do it?
Yes, but I don't believe him.
And yet you have no reason to believe otherwise.
Objection!
Withdrawn. No further questions.
I have a question.
Yeah?
How come you have such a good life?
It's not as good as you think.
Whatever. I think you're really cool. We should be better friends.
Okay.
So this is kind of a girly day. Maybe we shouldn't have come.
Maybe, but I like to be around Erin as much as I can.
So you don't trust her?
No. Let's talk about you. How's your memory doing?
Fine. I remember what I need to know.
So you don't...
If you're scared I'll remember something, chances are I won't remember.
Did you bring my lunch?
Nope.
Oh, great. I suppose you're here to testify too.
No. If only I could. I guess the next witness will have to do.
Who's the next witness?
The prosecution calls Chris Evans to the stand.
Crap.
Yep. The night of Max Gossard's murder, what do you remember?
I went into Max's room to try to find my keys, and when I went in there, I saw Max lying on the floor. I then left the bedroom and saw the defendant coming out of the bathroom. He told me not to go into Max's room because Max was sleeping.
But he wasn't asleep, was he?
No, he was dead.
The original coroner's report said that Max Gossard died of alcohol poisoning. What led you to believe that he was murdered?
Max told me earlier that he hadn't been drinking and that he wasn't planning on drinking all night.
Is it true that you and Sarah Thompson were looking into what happened to Mr. Gossard all of last year?
Yes.
Did you find anything?
Well, we found his computer, and she had it with her the last time I saw her.
Which was February 14th, the night estimated to be her death?
That's correct.
When was the last time you saw her?
We went to sleep about 1:30 a.m., and then I woke up and she was gone.
Thank you. Your witness.
If you remember the defendant standing outside the victim's room, then why didn't you tell the cops right away?
I didn't remember
When did you remember?
the night Willy was arrested.
So 8 months later.
Yes.
Seems kind of strange that you took so long to remember something so damning to my client. Why do you think it took so long?
I was drunk the night Max was murdered.
So anything you say, you can't be completely sure of.
No, I know what happened. I know I'm right.
Is it true that you claim you saw the ghost of Max Gossard and that's what supposedly helped you solve this crime?
Objection, Your Honor.
It attests to his state of mind. Did you claim you saw a ghost?
I saw him in my dreams, but what I saw actually happened. And Willy confessed.
The same confession Miss Cleary overheard?
Yes, he stated his reason for killing him.
That's what you assume, but isn't it possible he was responding to the questioning of Vanessa in his room?
No.
You seem pretty sure about this. After confronting him, did you wait around till the police showed up?
No, I had to leave.
You must not have thought he was a very big threat to society.
Blake was still there.
So you left one college student in charge of my client, who you assumed is a two-offense murderer.
Yes. I had to get out of there.
Guilty conscience?
Objection, Your Honor.
Withdrawn. Nothing further.
The witness may step down.
Chris,
Blake, what do you want?
to see if you're all right.
How nice of you. I just got ripped apart in there. Not good. And I don't like being back here.
Yeah, this trial's really hard on all of us.
It's not the trial. I didn't want to see any of you ever again.
Okay, I know this doesn't bring back the best of memories, but Chris, we were friends, and I'm still your friend.
You're not my friend. You helped me solve Max's murder. That doesn't make us friends.
What's gotten into you?
I'm having a great time at my new school. I have a lot of friends who aren't selfish, angry people like you. You wouldn't get along with them, I'm sure.
Okay, Chris, look, I want to be on good terms with you. I need a friend like you in my life.
You don't need a friend like me. You need a friend like Max, the good, all-around, understanding guy who puts up with all the crap from you people. That's not me. So, find a new friend.
You need any help with that?
No, I'm all right. Thanks for the offer.
Hi. We haven't even talked before, have we?
Not that I can remember.
That's funny. Because you don't remember anything. You're funny.
Thanks.
So, you don't even remember why you tried to kill yourself?
Nope.
It's a pretty big deal. You must have been really depressed. It takes a lot to do something that drastic.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, so, don't try to follow me, okay?
Hey, you dropped your pills. How do you pronounce this?
What is it?
Pills that Zach dropped.
I've never heard of these before.
It's not even made out to him. It's made out to John Smith.
Did he used to have a different name?
No, they're probably the illegal pills that he got from Beth.
Wait, if he's still taking them, does that mean that Beth is still
No, these are issued in May. He's probably just starting to use them again.
I wonder what he's trying to hide. It's probably juicy. We should put Tylenol in there and then he'll start remembering.
You know, if he wants to forget something, let him forget.
I need a favor.